Hey gang, how's it going? Today I'm going to teach you how to make pizza biscuits. They're just this goofy little snack I like to make. They're really easy and they're pretty fun. I hope you like them. Alrighty, so the first thing you're going to need, can of biscuits. There's a lot of wonderful things you can make with canned biscuits. You can cut a hole in them, drop them in some fat, and turn them into donuts. You can roll them out on a pizza pan, use them as a pizza crust. Canned donuts, goodbye. And then of course, because these are pizza biscuits, you're gonna need either a tomato sauce or a marinara, because I know you filthy animals can't tell the difference. Either's fine. Really the only difference is, marinara comes from the Italian word marinero, which means sailor. And the key difference in a marinara to most other tomato sauces is anchovy. It's really the only big difference. Either's fine. I'll use pizza sauce. And then you're gonna need a blend of Italian cheeses. You can pick up a bag of those for like $3. Your topping of choice. I'm a pepperoni guy. I personally use two types of Parmesan, both grated and shredded. Oh shoot, I did those backwards. Now I personally prefer two types of Parmesan, both shredded and grated. You're gonna need about 1/2 stick of butter, 4 tablespoons. And then for your first seasoning blend, you're gonna need minced garlic, a little bit of lemon pepper, onion powder, and salt. I love this little guy. Cannot forget red chili pepper. Don't forget the red pepper flakes. I just forgot the red pepper flake. And then you need your garnishes, parsley flakes, savory, and oregano leaves. This is the obnoxious amount of ingredients you're gonna need for pizza biscuits. Let's America. Alright, so the first thing we're going to be working on is the butter glaze. So we got our 1/2 stick of butter. This is where the minced garlic, red pepper flakes, onion powder, and lemon pepper is going to all come in handy. First step is we need to roast the garlic. Alright, so we're going to start off, get our saucepan going. Oh, and you know what? Before we get too far in, you're going to want to preheat your oven to 350. We'll get our saucepan going on a nice medium-low heat. So we're going to first take a 1/2 tablespoon of butter, about a teaspoon of garlic. You want to really garlic it up. I don't fuck around with garlic. Now we just... I'll get in there. There you go. We're just gonna roast our garlic. I'm gonna give these guys a chance to make friends. So over here, I got the seasoning blend pre-made, but what you're gonna want a 1/4 teaspoon of onion powder, a 1/2 teaspoon of lemon pepper, a 1/2 teaspoon of chili pepper flakes, and a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I got that all pre-made here. Let's see. Keep an eye on our garlic. We don't want it to get too burnt. We do want it to get nice and brown. Really activate all them garlic flavors. I love garlic. Alright, perfect. The garlic's starting to get a nice golden brown color. Now I'm just gonna lower this flame a little bit, bring it down to a lower heat. And this is where I introduce the other 3 tablespoons of butter and that seasoning blend I told you about. Got our little handy dandy tools together. I just want to get all this roasted garlic and seasonings all mixed together nice. Yeah. God damn, I love butter. Oh, I love America. Just continue stirring. Get that butter all nice and mixed up. If you find your heat is too low, don't be afraid to slowly inch it up. Just keep an eye on it. You don't want to burn your butter, and you certainly don't want it all evaporating away. Alright. When everything's all said and done, you should have all your butter should be nice and melted. All them seasonings mixed in together. Got all them seasonings mixed together. Now we're just gonna turn the heat off on this. We don't need the butter anymore, not yet. All right, now on this next step, we're gonna need the pizza sauce. We're gonna need your topping of choice and the Italian cheese blend, as well as the biscuits outside of their cans. And I personally would recommend just getting a little bit of flour here and just spreading that all around your workspace here. It's gonna make working with that biscuit dough real easy. So the first thing we wanna do is take these biscuits, just kind of pry them apart. 2 halves, just kind of work them down, you know? Thin them out the best you can, like a little bitty pizza dough. See where I'm going? Just gonna spread a little bit of pizza sauce. With some cheese, a couple pepperonis. And just roll them edges together. Get it all nice and tight. Some of the sauce is gonna spill out, that's fine. It's not really gonna hurt it too much. And set that off on your baking sheet. And just repeat the process with the rest of the can. I got the idea for these just making calzones. Honestly, calzones are the same exact thing. Just, if you're doing calzones, I would put like 4 biscuits together and then just make half a pizza, turn it over, and then I would use like a fork to crimp the edges together. So if you're having a hard time operating your biscuit like I am, or they're just really shitty biscuits, you might want to get a knife, get something to cut that dough apart. It's really the best way to do this. There we go. Yeah. That's how to make a pizza biscuit. You kind of cut the biscuit in half, spread it out into 2 pizza circles. Who's gonna stop you, you know? Pizza biscuit. Yeah! This food is not recommended for people on a diet. I am not using this brand of biscuits again. These ones are really hard to pull apart. One of the name brands, Pillsbury or whatever, their biscuits are pretty good for this stuff. They rip apart real easy, but these ones were on sale. And I am on a budget. We got our bagels. Bagels. Have I been calling it bagels this whole time? I'm kind of stoned. Our pizza biscuits, I hope I haven't been calling them bagels, they're ready to go. These are ready to be put in the oven. So, this next step, just follow the instructions on the can. For this particular brand, I'm going 350 for 16 minutes. So you're gonna wanna stop these about 2 minutes ahead. So I'm gonna stop these at like 11, and that's when we're gonna move on to this next step. Now there's a lot of debate going on as to whether or not the basis of a strong foundation in Italian cuisine is whether or not you make your own pasta or whether or not you make your own sauce. I, however, am of the school of thought that the key to good Italian cuisine is to not cook offensively, but instead defensively. For example, your knife can be used for slashing and stabbings, but I wouldn't do that. You'll get arrested. Instead, try these basic maneuvers. This technique is tried and tested. Italian grandmothers through and through all agree. Wooden spoon, solid foundation to cooking Italian defensively. For example, let's say you're minding your own business and your sneaking, conniving partner comes up and tries to steal your cheese. Gone, thought. Oh, that's the timer. Alright, now, remember, this timer was set to go off 2 minutes before the can said the biscuits would be done. And that's on purpose. Remember that butter we made at the beginning? So your biscuits will be looking like about this right now. Although they look delicious, they're not quite ready. That butter we made earlier, get yourself a nice plastic spatula. Get all them seasonings into the butter. We're about to fuck these biscuits up. Yeah. Don't be afraid to get the parts in there. The heat definitely cooked the flavor into all those crevices of the butter, but get some big old chunks in there. Make it chunky. Chunks got all sorts of fun flavor in them. Spread this all out. I've got no more use for this. Kitchen pro tip, when you're done with the dish, put it in the sink, fill it with water. Now, the next step, this is where we got our garnishes. There's no real measurement. These aren't too much for flavor, they're just really to make it look pretty, but maybe a little bit of flavor. Sprinkle on some savory. We also got these different parmesans. Let's start with the grated parmesan, shredded parmesan. Now remember, this is different from the Italian cheese blend we used earlier. This is straight up tangy, a little pungent parmesan. And then the grated parmesan. Ooh, little sprinkles. Little sprinkle. Sprinkle. I like sprinkles. Boom. Alright. And then finally, we got our oregano. Un peu de parsley, madame. Oh, shoot. That's right. I'm supposed to... Oh, which is the little bit in Italian? Oh yeah, isn't it just poo? Peu de fort parsley. Oh man. Alright, let's put this back in for the other 2 minutes. Now, when you reach master level in Italian cuisine, a mere threat is all you need to cook to... Oi! Hey! Vattene diavola! Alrighty. Oh, beautiful. All in all, these ended up cooking the full 16 minutes. But look at that. Oh, look at that coloration. Ooh. Now these are really hot. You can't eat these just yet. I'd recommend letting them cool, 2 to 3 minutes. And that is how you make pizza biscuits. If you tried it and you liked it, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, share this video to a friend. And as always, I'll see you next time.